Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to a quick PSA on status chance and how it affects shotguns. Now, status chance is a very simple thing normally, but when it comes to weapons with innate multi-shot, that is to say shotguns, it can be a bit complicated, and I hope to, help with some of the confusion that may come from that. Now, I'm going to link in the description below the equation which is used for shotguns for calculating their status per pellet and their status overall, and I'll also link the page where I got that from on the wiki. But suffice it to say, it's not quite right. Now, I did a lot of testing on this because when I put up my Sancti Tigris video, someone kindly sent me a message basically saying, "You did this wrong." And after the immediate, "What do you mean?" he then proceeded to explain that having close to 100% status chance isn't a good idea, because that doesn't really increase the shotgun status chance. However, if you get 100%, he told me, you get 100% status chance per pellet, not per spread. Now, since then I have done lots and lots of testing, and the long and short of it is, he was right then, but Warframe has since seen that this is slightly ridiculous, and I don't know when. I did test it at the time, and I tested it more recently. It doesn't work anymore. 100% status chance per pellet, simply not possible. Which then makes status chances of 100% very confusing, because, like I say, there's a formula to calculate the chance, and it simply doesn't work if you put 100% in. To be fair though, 100 and 0 are two values that will break pretty much any formula. So, to summarize, I guess, the two things which are wrong are, of course, this 100% proc chance, meaning 100% per pellet. That's complete nonsense, and if you do want to calculate for 100%, simply take the formula and put in 99.99%, and you'll get roughly the right value. The other thing that is not quite right on the wiki is that it says that if the weapon has innate multi-shot, you can only ever get one proc. Basically saying if two pellets have a proc and both hit the target, only one of them will apply. Now, it may be because of the way it is worded on the wiki, maybe I'm misconstruing this, but that's not true, and I've tested that in depth, and I'll quickly show you. With no multi-shot mods on, this weapon fires 7 pellets, and will easily put out, need to spawn enemies, let's go for that, yeah. And I meant to do that here. Lovely. Will easily put out multiple procs. And if you want to check this, just slow down the video here and watch the numbers that pop out. But for my peace of mind, I simply look and see when I shoot one of these heavy gunners, I'm going to get multiple status effects proccing. There we go, puncture and blast. So there you have it. Now, going back to the other point, when you have values of over 100%, this then raises a new issue. If that equation is wrong, how do I calculate it? And simply put, what you want to do is really simple. If you take all of your multi-shot mods off and then put in the base value of pellets on the weapon and the status chance you're working with, then the equation will be right forever, no matter how much multi-shot you have or don't have on the weapon. And that's pretty much it. Simply put, Warframe is telling us that 100% status chance values over 100% are impossible, so when we do achieve them, it's saying no. But what we have on this particular build is a 23.7% chance per pellet, and I've tested that and checked it thoroughly. It's roughly a 24% chance per pellet, and I'm firing 29.4 pellets. So 29 pellets with a 23% chance per means I'm going to be getting a ridiculous amount of procs on this blast, which Warframe says I shouldn't be able to do. It's a confusing thing. It says I should be getting basically one proc per blast, but I don't. Whether this is an error on Warframe's part, or the person who calculated the formula and put it on the wiki didn't quite get it right, I don't know. I also don't particularly care, because the formula clearly works. Shotguns don't break the game when you fire them, but they do quite impressive things when you put status builds on them. And that's pretty much all I want to say. I hope this has been helpful and reasonably concise, because I do like to go on quite a bit about the little things in the game which probably no one else really cares about, but affects me quite a lot because I have to make builds using these formulas. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative. As always, please like and comment below and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Bliznub, and this is status charts on shotguns, I guess.